Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Digicel. Get more, love more, live more.
What's up, guys? Yeah. Want to say welcome to the show here, and remember you guys can hit me up on YouTube here. Click on the little Cash App button here, and if you want to donate any amount, you can click on my little green button here. There it is on YouTube. And of course, check out my mixing Pro Soca in the box here. Learn how to balance and mix and master Pro skills, EQ curves, and get your mix ready for Spotify here. Here's my course curriculum. Mastering for iTunes and Spotify, mixing instruments and vocals, track arrangement and routing here. So you can get top of the line mixing techniques from the pros right from Brother Ray's mixing course here. And of course, check out my Pristine Productions site here. You can get my new Soca plugs here, Rasta guitars and bass, and all your Soca dancehall tracks up for sale, guys. And of course, we got a very special show for you guys today. Of course, we're gonna be talking about how to get your tracks going here on today's edition here. I want to talk about the Golden Dance Hall here, which I'm going to be showcasing to you here. How to get that big fat sound ready for these female artists here. Make Golden Dance Hall here. So let's get right down into it here. I'm your host, of course, Mr. International himself, Andrew Rayburn here. And welcome to the show, guys. Let's do it. Shout out to all the artists, and let's get into it, guys. And of course, that is one of my latest productions there that I did. So I want to say, what's up, guys, and sure to tune in. So, what is Make Golden Dancehall? You know, I know I got the premiering soon here, guys, but this is the feature premiere here. So, yeah, so Golden Dancehall here. I want to talk about how you make this kind of crisp dancehall here. I know dancehall has come a long way, and a lot of us forget where the roots of dancehall came from, you know. So we want to make sure that we don't forget our roots here. There's some new trap dancehall stuff. You know, I like the modern stuff coming out, but these kind of riffs right here, this kind of vibe, that's a bounce. Excuse me. You don't want to neglect the bounce. This is what make dancehall from back in the 1990s days. This kind of bounce been chopping up. So let's dive into it. I want to show you some elements here, why I did certain things, and you know, what does it take to get a complete rhythm like this ready to you know, if you want to send this out to, you know, artists, female artists, male artists, dancehall artists, you can have that rhythm ready to impress. So let's see what Brother Ray did here in this track here. So I'm gonna go to my screen here. I'm gonna play the track here. Now, what I wanted to go for this track here, I wanted to make sure that it's kind of groovy, kind of bounce. You know, this is like well, this can be for male artists as well, but this is more for the ladies, you know, for the females. And I want something to sound unique. I wanted some nice a nice bounce, a nice solid 808, big and buff. So let's break down the elements here, how you make the golden dancehall here. So the first thing I started out with here, I'm going to go down to this sound here. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm doing that, and I have a couple mainstream sounds that I want to use here, which is, like I said, the money cell here. It's the strings here. So I went here and used a string section from my workstation here. I'm gonna play that. So that's what I'm playing there. And that's the sound that I want to give the track a little bit body, a little bit, you know, a little bit of fashion there. So we want to pinpoint the key sound that's going to make the rhythm sound hot, you know, and that string is what I fell in love with, and I added some stuff behind it here. So I'm going to bring in what you call a zap tone. And there I have some big synths happening there. So let's break down. So I went ahead and did that string thing there with a little bit of zap here. I didn't do much to it here. I'm just adding a little bit of a widening with a little bit of chorus effect here. The string already came with a reverb, so I'm happy with that. The same thing with that sound there. Has its own delay. So what I'm doing with the sound here, I'm adding a little bit of brightness here with SSL. Before, after. So I'm getting a transparent, clean sound on this zap without having it sound like it's artificial here. So I'll turn off the SSL here. On. So those are going to be the main sounds. So let's see what I did with the kick here. So remember, we talked about want to establish that groove. We don't want to stray away from the original essence of dancehall music. You know, it always has a bounce. Dancehall is known for bounce. Some people are making trap beats and call it dancehall. If you want to rap to that, fine, but don't be calling hip-hop dancehall because it's a slightly different bounce in it, you know. So study the dancehall from 99 up to the year 2003 and up, and you'll hear some good authentic dancehall with that bounce I'm talking about there. So let's see what we got here. I have some clap here with the drum section here. Let's see what I got. Let's see what I did. So I'm doing a clap here. So that's what I'm doing there with the kick and the clap here. Just gonna rename that real quick. I'm gonna bring in the snare drum. Just adding a subtle EQ here, give it a little bit of low end here. EQ off, EQ on. I want to make sure that kick, especially for dancehall music, is pumping. Let's see what else I got here. Now I have like a breathing sound here, so I wanted to keep that dry because I wanted to stand out in the rhythm. Not everything you need to put in reverb, guys. Let's see what we got here. And there I have that snare drum kind of rolling in, giving me that bounce that, you know, that I was talking about earlier. Then we got a little bit of glass effect here. Let's go ahead and do that. Smash that glass. Give it, add some reverb to it. Now, in the track, you might not notice the guitar, the strumming there, but it's adding body at the back with these synths. So it's kind of giving it a little bit of candy sound without popping out, just giving that mix a little glue. So I'm adding a ton of reverb here on that glass here because I want that sound. Let's see what the breathing would sound with it. So I got another snare drum here. Now we established, you know, a good bottom end to the kick drum here, and I'm gonna bring in the rest of the stuff. No, I was cool with this right here. Now for the bass line here, I went ahead and used a little bit of sample 808 bass, and I tuned it to the key that I'm in here. So as you can see here, I didn't do much with the bass here. I've just took that sample. Now mostly, guys, 808 basses, you will get some. There's a lot of clean sample out there. Sometimes you don't even need to EQ these stuff. So I choose the 808 bass that I have, a sample pack, put it in the track here, and I didn't have to worry about EQing that stuff. Sometimes I EQ the 808. And sometimes I just leave it natural there. So you want that big rumble there. Bring in the strings. Now you might say, Ray, there's a lot of reverb. Yeah, but when you bring all the instruments together, the synthesizer, the reverb kind of gets tucked in. So as I was building this track here, I wanted to add more sample. I wanted to give it a little bit of modern feel, but still have that bounce. So I added that little vocal chop there. Play that part there. That part right there. And I just kept building on it here. So how do you know when a mix is ready and full? The rhythm is full when it's sounding, you know, it's sounding complete. It's not lacking, you know, when it goes to verses and that synthesizer. I want it to be epic, you know. So here we go. So I'm adding those extra synth sounds to give it a little complete sound here. Now on the vocal chops, I just add a little bit of H delay here. It's giving, it's bouncing back and forth. Da, da, da. You know, it's giving a little bit of a vibe there. I brought in some extra synth here. Let's play that there. So that's what I'm adding there. It's that big poly synth there. Now that sound right here, that little sine wave thing, I want that to be there when the kind of when the track ease back and we were like in that verse mode. You get that so I'm picturing somebody's rapping there and just holding that vibe. Then I'm gonna kick back in with the arrangement of the synth there, basic, you know, bar to bar organization there. I put a riser on that as well just to bring that in. There you can hear that big 808 just cause that earthquake on your speakers, man. Now I went ahead and did an extra percussive loop using Evolve mutations from Contact here. That's what I'm adding here. I'm bringing in with the drums. See, I can bring that back in there. Let's go back here real quick. Bring in the guitar here. So this is what I'm playing here. So it changes. I have one loop that's whispering and I have the other one that comes in. It changes here. Let's bring in the kick drum here. Now that's a complete drum kit right there. I'm getting that power, I'm getting that low end there. Can bring in a low end here. Now when the vocal hit the track there, I felt like one more thing was missing there. So I went ahead and brought in that extra militant kind of a snare drum here. So I'm gonna play the track here. Here's the riser here. That's the sound right there, that fat snare. So all I'm doing is adding a little bit of SSL color to it there, bringing that track there. Now the overall track here, I'm just pushing a little bit. Let's see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go to my metering here real quick. You want to make sure your rhythm is not too loud. If you want to impress the artist, say, hey, I'm gonna send you a track. Don't try to kind of master the whole track super loud, because they're not interested in that. They're not interested in that. They're interested in if the rhythm sounds full and they can use it, because when they record it, they're going to need headroom to finish the production, if they select your beat, so you want to make sure to leave a little headspace there. So I'm doing about negative 15 RMS here on the meter, so I'm giving myself a lot of headroom. So like I say, if I send this rhythm to an artist, they have enough headroom to mix and master if they want their engineer to mix their vocals on it. Your job as a producer is to produce an authentic rhythm. It sounds full. It doesn't sound like it's lacking clarity, meaning it's not clear, or there's too much muffledness, meaning there's too much low end. It feels right, it fits right, and somebody's ready to bounce on it, so that's what you got to do as a producer to impress the artist. You don't have to feel like you need to get a perfect mix. You're just putting something together to inspire them. As you can see here, I'm not adding a lot of stuff on these tracks. A lot of these tones already sound great. I'm just adding a little bit of the SSL just to give a little bit of a balance here, especially on the kick drum here. A little bit of 48 there. I'm adding a little bit of top end just to get a little bit of meat on that kick, just to get things prepared. The rest 808, I left that by itself. Add a little bit of delay, the glass thing there. I'm putting a reverb on that, and the synthesizers and these workstations already come with some great settings of reverb that gives them that epic soundscape kind of vibe. So I choose to use that sound with the built-in reverb, and added the riser, and of course the vocals here, which I did a little bit of reverb. So I'm just adding a little bit of H delay here. If I turn that off and a reverb, now without the reverb it won't sound as epic here, so I'm gonna play that epic tone here. And I'm getting that ping pong sound here to give that track vibe. So you want to make sure that vocal, the rhythm is complementing the vocal, and of course, the vocal is blending right in. So that's all what I got to show for you today, guys. I know it's been a short tutorial here, but you guys let me know what you want me to talk about next. And of course, if you want me to mix and master for you guys, be sure to hit me up on Pristine Productions 501@gmail.com, where we do pro mastering and mixing here. I charge reasonable prices, and if you want to get your stuff ready for Spotify, guaranteed, link me up, hook up with me, and drop me an email, and I'll say, hey Ray, I want you to produce, I want to mix my album, and I want to get everything nice and fat and that whole thing. So I'm gonna stop there, guys. It's been lovely, and we're definitely gonna catch you on the next show.